Picking up from where I left off, previously I had digitized Lake Superior and Lake Michigan. I've now gone and done Huron, Erie, and Ontario, and I'm now ready to save it. So on the main menu here, I go to Details. You can see that my Great Lakes layer is there. You can click it off, click it on. We'll worry about the color of it later. And then I go down to Save Layer and give it a name, Great Lakes. It's going to save it in my folder. Well, that was a deliberate error. Let's give it a tag. You have to give it a tag. It wasn't a deliberate error, but I'm glad it happened. Okay, create item. Now it's creating that layer, which in a second I'll be able to go to my content to have a look at. So now if I go to my main thing here, my main menu, I go to content, and it will list everything that I have, all my web maps, all my layers. You see the top most recent one is called Great Lakes. Now notice that some of these other ones, they say feature layer hosted, whereas this just says feature layer. If it's not hosted, you can't edit it. So what I have to do, I'm going to click on that layer, and I have to go publish. Keep that same name, same tags, publish. And now notice here that the menu at the top here says Overview, Usage, and Settings. Now one just appeared called Data. This is quite important for us. Okay, so now if I just go back, to my main list now, you'll see that the Great Lakes layer is now hosted. Now what I can do is, if I hit those three dots there, I can go add to new map with full editing control. I want to edit this because at the moment it has a table with no interesting data in it. So I want to add data such as the depth of the lakes, the mean depth of the lakes, and the area of the lakes. So to be able to add to the data table, I have to do this add to new map with full editing control. So I say yes, I'm going to do that, and it takes me right to it. And see what it does. It creates 4 different features in the table of contents here. The area one is the one that I care about, and if you look at the table, show table here, you'll see that it now has a table there. And what I want to do is add on to the right hand side here 2 more fields of data. So I can click here and go add field, and I want the field to be mean depth. Oh, sorry, it doesn't make spaces. And this is going to be in meters. Type is going to be integer. I'm not going to bother with it, default value. And now, let's go right, I have a new column called mean depth. If I double click that, it allows me to enter the data. So if I need to go out and search, find the depth of Lake Superior, find the depth of Lake Michigan, etc. It's pretty easy to find actually on Google. By the way, I happen to have it here. So here are some numbers. Depth 147, 85, 59, 47, 5, no, that was 59, that was 85, Huron, okay, so area is 19, Ontario 86. Okay, so now I have those depths in there. So if I go, if I closed it, I can open up the table again, and that's now in there in the table. Right, so that's now mappable.